Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine and you have given your exam. And after a long time, again, we are going to start our class. So, in this video, we are going to start Civics chapter 4 Elements of a Democracy. Elements of a democracy. So you should know what is the meaning of democracy. Democracy is a form of government. Democracy is a form of government in which the people elect their representatives. In which the people elect their representatives by free and fair system of election. To make this democracy, to make this form of the government democracy popular, there are some key elements. There are some key elements. Elements means something which make the things populous, which make the things popular all over the world. So, elements are the some things which make the things populous. So, to make the democracy populous, there are some elements, key elements, which make it most preferred form of the government. So, there are some key elements like participation, accountability, conflict resolution and concern for equality and justice. So, these are the key elements of a democracy. What are the key elements of a democracy? So, the key elements of a democracy are participation, accountability, conflict resolution and concern for equality and justice. Clear? What are the key elements of a democracy? The key elements of a democracy are participation, accountability, conflict resolution and concern for equality and justice. Now, first one is the participation. What is the meaning of participation? Participation means to take part in. Participation means to take part in. Where they will take part and who will take part? So, here take part means take part in the activity to form the government. And who will take part? The people, adult. They will take part in the formation of government. So, participation means to take part in the activity to form the government. So, in a democracy, every citizen has right. Every citizen has right and means to participate in the decision making process of the government. Okay, means here adults means above the age of 18 years. They have right to vote. They have right to vote, and this person they elect their representative by free and fair system of election. So this is the participation in the decision making process of the government. In a democracy, there is a free and fair system of election for choosing representatives to the government. Okay, means to elect their representative, the government conduct election, and these elections are free, means not taking any amount, and fair means without any partiality. So they are the free and fair system of election for choosing representatives to the government, and the people participate in governance by electing the person who they feel understand their problem the best. Means here the people they can elect their representative who can feel and understand their problems very well, and this person act as their representative in the government, and this person they can work as their representative in the government. And participatory citizenship goes beyond just taking part in the election to actively. Not only they take part in the process of government making, but after election also they take part in other political activities. They take part in other activities. Okay, in democracy citizen directly participate in, okay, in citizenship, in citizen they take part directly in the decision making process of the government, and it also affect the government decision. Sometimes the uh, sometimes the people are not satisfied with the government decision. Sometimes the people are not satisfied with the government decision, so they can protest by the different methods. That methods can have strikes, protest marches, and the rallies. Strikes means they are not agree to do the work. Protest marches means march pass karna, and rallies nikalna. So these are the different method they can protest against the government decision. And some democracies, in some areas or some places, the democracies are also use referendum. Referendum is a method of direct poll by the people on the government decision, and this referendum happens when a law or act is referred to the citizen for a final approval. Okay, when the final approval need citizenship vote, then the people can give their directly vote to the citizen for the final approval, and these citizen decide the issue by the popular vote. This is called the referendum. What is referendum? Referendum happens when a law or act is referred to the citizen for final approval, and this citizen make the issue by the popular vote. And the media is also another popular tool of the direct participation. All these activities are uh, shown by the media, different means of the media, and they give their update news to the people. In a democracy, the government does not control the media. In a democracy, the government does not control the media, and the people can therefore express themselves freely through the newspaper. Here the people can give their own views, their suggestion through the newspaper, television, and the radios. These are the different medias, and the opinion also they can express, thus often force the government to change its decision, and by the people's opinion they can express, and the government force the government to change the decision. And the media also act as the protector of freedom and the justice of a democracy. The media also protector of the freedom and the justice of democracy. And second one is the accountability. Accountability means being responsible for one's action, means responsible for their own action. Every citizen has the power to hold representatives accountable if they are dishonest, inefficient, or irresponsible, or if their action violate the fundamental rights of the citizen. So here the accountability means being responsible for their one's action. Means here the representatives are responsible for their work. If the people are not satisfied with the work of the representatives, they can protest. Or representative is dishonest, inefficient or irresponsible. So the people can show their decision in the next election. The elected representatives are accountable to the people who elected them. In case the elected representative turn out to be dishonest. Suppose the elected representative are dishonest or inefficient. So there are independent bodies like the judiciary and the police to take them to task and punish them for their work, for their dishonesty. There is a judiciary and the police, then they can punish them. By making the judiciary an independent body, the Constitution has ensured that the judges cannot be influenced by the political leaders or the force to obey them. While doing this work, the judiciary or the judges, they cannot influenced by the political leaders or the force to obey them. And the citizen can register complaints. Citizens also can register their complaint or the law cases against erring political leaders. The citizen or the people also, they can complain or register their complaints against the work of the political leaders. Either the political leaders are very powerful, but in the court of law, they all are equal. Every democracy has a constitution, and every democracy has a constitution which specifies the powers of the government and the rules which govern the country. Okay. So in every democratic country has a constitution, and this constitution specifies the powers of the government and the rules which govern the country. The constitution also contains laws to safeguard the interest of everyone. In the constitution, not only they specify the powers of the government and the rules which govern the country, but also contains to the safeguard and the interest of everyone. And there is a list of the fundamental rights to the citizen, and which government has protect. The constitution does act as a check on the misuse of the power by the government, protected by the judiciary. In 1975, Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India at the time, declared the state of emergency in India. In 1975, Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India, and she declared the state of emergency in India. And it gave her the power to suspend the elections and the civil liberties of the people of India. And in 1976, when a citizen of India challenged the right of the government to violate a citizen right to life, and the Supreme Court Judge Justice Khanna ruled that Fundamental right, especially the right to life, cannot be violated even during emergency. Even during the emergency also the fundamental rights cannot be violated. And the people of India voted Indira Gandhi out of power in the next general election. And in the next general election, Indira Gandhi again elected as a prime minister. So here this is the meaning of about the accountability. And for the second term, no need to make the another copy. You can use the same copy. And the homework, you learn, you read this chapter and learn accountability and the participation. Thank you. Have a nice day.